Most of us grow up believing Earth has only one moon. A single companion that lights our night sky, pulls our tides, and has orbited us for billions of years. But that idea is not entirely true, because quietly and temporarily, Earth has had other moons. Moons we never see, moons that come and go, and one of them might return again. To understand how a moon can exist without being noticed, we first need to let go of the simple picture of the solar system we learned in school. Space is not empty, and the path Earth travels around the sun is filled with objects. Small, dark, slow-moving bodies left from the early solar system. Most of them pass by without incident, but some of them fall into a delicate gravitational dance with Earth. Not captured permanently, but not lost either. They become temporary companions. Invisible wanderers caught between two gravitational worlds. Astronomers call them quasi-satellites. Objects that do not orbit Earth the way our main moon does, but move in synchrony with us around the sun. From the right vantage point, they appear to loop around our planet in a slow, drifting motion, not trapped, but tethered. Not moons in the traditional sense, but companions in orbit. And one of these companions has a name: Kamo Owealua. Kamo Owealua is a tiny dim object, only about 40 to 60 meters across. Far too small and too dark for the naked eye. But its movement is extraordinary. Instead of circling the sun independently, it weaves a looping path that keeps it near Earth year after year. It never comes close enough to be considered a true satellite, but it never drifts far enough to be lost. It follows us, like a distant echo, and it has likely been doing this for centuries. Some researchers believe this object may be a fragment of our real moon, a piece ejected long ago by an ancient impact. If true, it means Earth has been followed by lost pieces of its own history, shards of the moon, wandering in the dark, returning every year, leaving every year, and surviving silently on the edge of our gravitational reach. But Kamo Owealua is not the only one. In the last 2 decades, Earth has briefly captured multiple temporary moons. In 2006, a small object entered Earth's gravity and orbited us for nearly a full year before the sun pulled it away again. In 2020, another object, designated 2020 CD3, was captured for almost 3 years. It circled Earth like a ghost, unnoticed by almost everyone. Not bright enough to appear in the sky. Not stable enough to stay. A moon that belonged to us for only a moment. These temporary moons happen because of the delicate balance between Earth's gravity and the sun. If an object approaches Earth at the right speed, from the right angle, it can fall into a looping, unstable orbit. Too slow and it crashes. Too fast and it escapes. But in the narrow region between those outcomes, a temporary moon is born, a companion we never intended to capture, a visitor that never meant to stay. So what would happen if one of these hidden moons returned and stayed longer than expected? The effects would depend on size, distance, and orbital stability. A small object would be harmless, barely influencing tides or climate. It would orbit quietly, unnoticed by most of humanity. But a larger object, even just a few hundred meters wide, would make the night sky subtly different. A faint moving point. A new gravitational partner. A second presence in Earth's long cosmic journey. If its orbit became stable enough, Earth could technically have 2 moons at once. But this would not last forever. Temporary moons are defined by instability. Eventually, the sun wins. Its gravitational pull disrupts the delicate balance and the moon drifts away, back into a solitary orbit around the sun, leaving Earth exactly as it was before. One permanent moon, and the memory of another that briefly passed through our sky. And this leads to a final question. Why don't we see these moons? The answer is simple. They are too small, too dark, too distant, and too temporary. A brief alignment in the vast timelines of the solar system. A presence that exists for years, then disappears for centuries. Moons that visit us, but never stay long enough to become part of our stories. We think of a moon as a permanent companion, something stable, something constant. But in reality, Earth's orbit is shared with travelers we almost never notice. Silent objects that follow us for a time, then drift back into the darkness. Not lost, not forgotten, just unseen. The moon we know has been with us for billions of years, but it is not the only moon Earth has ever had, and it will not be the last. because in the quiet spaces of Earth's orbit, companions come and go, and sometimes one of them returns.